it's Zzoffer and I'm back with another video. So today we will be taking a look at a watercolor set. I think this is supposed to be like a portable set of watercolors or a travel set or something. It was sent to me by the people at Prestigify. I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce it. I'm not very good at words. But I will leave a link to their website and to this product in the description down below if you want to go check it out for yourself. But let's get looking at this thing. So it has these panels that kind of flip out like so. And you can see that each of these panels have different colors on them. You can get this product with different amounts of colors. I don't remember the exact amounts, but but you can get more or less colors. And then there is a water brush like so, and a sponge so you can clean your water brush. So this is very good to bring on the go if you want to watercolor. Okay, so let's swatch it and see the different colors. So a thing that I noticed when I was swatching these was that they are very waxy. And I don't think I've ever seen any watercolors like that before. And they also, some of them had problems with pigmentation. Like you can see the purple one wasn't going down very nicely and the two brown ones there. Some of the blue ones also had some troubles. And they just laid down on the paper kind of weird. I don't really know what that's about. At first I was thinking if it could have something to do with the paper. But they acted kind of the same way on this paper, which is a different kind of paper, so I don't think that's it. It might be my lack of watercolor knowledge and skills. I don't know, but I just feel like these watercolors were very weird to work with. Oh well, but here I am making a sketch for testing out these watercolors on. I am very uninspired currently. I never ever know what to draw and I never feel like drawing really, so I kind of have to push myself to actually do something. So I just wanted to do something that was easy and simple for me, so I just drew a face, a cute girl face, and then I wanted to give her like a bluish kind of black hair color and I just wanted to like give her nice flat straight black hair. Yes, if that makes any sense at all. I was looking at pictures on Pinterest and it was, yeah, I got inspired, kind of inspired. Can you get kind of actually, yes, I got kind of inspired. So here I am using a kneaded eraser to remove some of the excess graphite, or I guess it's not graphite, it's a pigment, colored pencil pigment, yes. And now I am about ready to go in with the watercolors. So I mixed the skin tone way too yellow. I am not the best mixer of colors, as you will probably know if you've seen any of my other videos. I don't really work with watercolors that much, so I'm not very good at it and I don't know what I'm doing, which will be evident by this video. So I could have probably mixed a better skin color, but I don't feel like they were making it easy for me to mix a good skin color. I feel like they could have included some shade that would be less yellow that you could easily use to make a skin color, since there's so many shades in here. I feel like that's actually a thing with watercolor sets that have a lot of colors. They don't necessarily have a good selection of colors. Most of them tend to just have a lot of reds and a lot of blues. And then they just basically have the same amount of browns and purples as a set with fewer colors. And that's actually not just watercolors, that's also just any other art supply set that you can find. They never really tend to put in a lot of browns and like skin tones and purples. I don't know what it is with the purples, but for some reason people who make art supplies don't like purple. So here I am trying to lay down a layer of blue, and I'm laying down a very light layer of blue because when you're working with watercolors, it's all about layering. So you always want to start out way lighter than you want it to end up, and then you can layer on top of that. And right now, the watercolor was actually acting pretty okay. It was kind of hard for me to get a smooth wash of the blue. It worked better with the skin color. But the blue got kind of streaky and kind of patchy, and I don't really know if that's my fault or if it's the consistency of the paints or not. But here, when I start to try and lay down more pigment on top, it starts to act even more strange, and it's like it doesn't want me to layer a lot of pigment. It doesn't really want to go very dark for some reason. And it feels different from other watercolor paints that I've used in the past. I think it's because it's more waxy maybe, and I don't know if there's a benefit of it being more waxy or if that's just a quality thing. You'll have to tell me. I don't know. To me at least, it felt like an obstacle because, as I said, it was very hard to layer it and to get a lot of pigment on there. But despite of that, looking back now, I actually feel like these watercolors are very pigmented. Like, you don't have to try a lot, but they look very pigmented from just a few layers actually. The true problem, however, started when I wanted to take the hair from being blue to being black with a blue tint. That was impossible because I wanted to layer the black on top and then have the blue shining through the black. But I couldn't really do that because there's something about the black paint that it just didn't want to build up. When I was swatching, I tried to make all of the colors as saturated as I possibly could, but the black one ended up being a very light gray tone. No matter how much I tried to get the paint on there, it just didn't want to go very dark for some reason. So I think there might also be an inconsistency between the pigmentation of the different paints in this set, because some of them are really nice, like the yellows and the oranges. They lay down very nice. The blues, most of them also give a lot of pigment, but the black one and some of the purple ones just weren't very pigmented, and I couldn't really pigmented, yes, and I couldn't really get them to build up either. So I don't really know what's going on there, but that's definitely a problem that I ran into. I wanted to go outside on film for this because I do believe that this set is meant to be used as a travel set or like an on-the-go kind of thing, but every day that I wanted to film and go outside and draw, it was either raining or I couldn't because I had other things to do. So I ended up just doing it at home because that was more convenient. So I'm sorry that I didn't get to test out how this would be to work with on the go, but I believe that it would be quite convenient because it folds up so neatly and you can fold it out and you have a lot of colors with you and stuff like that. The only thing that might be a problem is that you don't have a lot of palette space for mixing colors. So either you'll have to bring something that you can mix extra colors on, or you'll have to wipe it down. I don't personally like to wipe it away when I'm painting something. I like to keep the mixtures of all of the colors just in case I need to go back and do some changes to something. So all in all, these aren't the best watercolors that I've worked with. As I said before, I am not a watercolor artist. I don't know a lot about watercolors, so this is just my opinion. Feel free to form your own opinion about these. I do see how they could be convenient to someone who likes to do a lot of painting on the go, but I don't really do that, so I don't think that I'm really going to be using these very much anymore. But it was interesting to test them out and to see a product like this that's kind of unique compared to other watercolors. And here in the end, I just decided that it looked like it needed some lines. So I took out some brush pens and gave her a blue line all over to match with her hair. And then I think that's about it. I know this isn't the most amazing art that I've ever made, but sometimes you just don't feel inspired, or you don't have the energy, or sometimes it just doesn't turn out the way that you want it to. And you gotta accept that with art. So this just turned out to be a very simple thing. So I hope that you enjoyed watching it anyway, and that you didn't cringe too much at my lack of knowledge about watercolors. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you later.